I'm Robin Horsfall. A couple of weeks ago, a story was printed in the Sun newspaper claiming that I was a founder of the new Democrat and Veterans Party. This story was patently untrue. I had in fact been approached by the chairman of the party, Gavin Felton, and asked if I'd be interested. I said that I wanted to know more about it, and I couldn't commit myself to them until I'd met the team and until I'd read their manifesto. I was on holiday when the story came out. I was shocked and upset and frankly embarrassed by the fact that this statement had been made and I had no knowledge of it whatsoever. When I returned to the United Kingdom on the 31st of January, I met Gavin Felton for 3.5 hours, and the following evening I read the manifesto. Having read it and absorbed it, this was my opinion that I sent to him the next day. Dear Gavin, following our meeting yesterday and having given myself time to read the draft manifesto, there are several points I want to draw to your attention with some urgency. The manifesto in general is poorly presented. It swings from political rhetoric to crude dogma and is uninspiring. There is very little in the content that appeals to the thinking voter or journalist. The badge or symbol of the party looks like a donkey or a jackass carrying a flag. The abbreviated name of the party, D&V, as I have previously mentioned, is the medical term for diarrhea and vomiting. Symbolism is vitally important in marketing, and this symbolism fails at every level. The paragraph on the Islamisation of the United Kingdom is a clear statement of prejudice against a religion. Freedom of religion is a part of the legal foundation of the United Kingdom. Just as Catholics and Protestants are free to worship, so are Muslims. If the focus were on radical extremism, then that would be a completely different agenda. My vision for defence wasn't included in the manifesto in any way. You were attempting to launch a political party without bringing together the founders to agree on a consensus first. Currently, everything is rushed and vague. There is a perceived desperation to pull in any military name. The press will not take this attempt seriously and will focus on racism and immigration to the detriment of all your other policies. You've appointed someone as nominative leader who is expected to draw support from former servicemen and women. As I understand it, this proposed representative of veterans has no military experience that could give him an affinity with the party name. Your premature release to the press has given thousands of veterans the impression that I am founding and leading a new party. The piece was inaccurate and misleading and frankly embarrassing to me because quotes implied that I had made statements that I found childish. I suggest that we postpone the launch for at least 6 weeks. Give enough time to bring together all the people concerned in a formal meeting, and then to vote for a leader. At that meeting, after each candidate has had the chance to present a case for him or herself. In the meantime, we should rewrite the manifesto in a manner that is inspiring and easily read. It must address delicate issues carefully, immigration and race being the two obvious examples. I have the following and trust of a large portion of the armed forces and the veterans. I can bring in the core vote that will be required to gain the initial momentum. I could lead this group, but I don't currently feel that I can support the launch on the 9th of February. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Now, I can't tell you what you should do about the Democrat and Veterans Party, but I do not support it, and I am not part